All right, welcome to another Peace Seekers episode. We are switching gears. We just got done reading the 12, the testaments, the testament of the 12 patriarchs, and we read through each of the patriarchs, and that was, man, there was so much gravy in there, and I'm definitely gonna go back at some point and kind of slow down and dissect it a little bit more. I would love to do that. But continuing on with that same kind of idea, we are switching over to the Book of Enoch, and we are going to be reading through the different chapters. Now, it is going to be it's going to be a little bit different than it used to be, as you know, there isn't one main. Let's move it like this. Uh, uh. So there's not going to be one main, like I'm not going to separate it by chapters, as some of the chapters are big and some of them are long, but it will make a little bit more sense when I show it, and I think that's the format I'll go. I may have to break them up depending on how long they end up getting, but we'll kind of cross that bridge when we come to it. So welcome, everybody. I hope you are having a great Sunday, a great start to your week. And for those who are celebrating, as I did today, and I thank you for all with your patience with me. I did have it originally set for 4 p.m. Eastern, and I had to move it all the way up till now, 6 p.m. 8 p.m. Eastern, to be able to do the stream, because I had to travel for Shavuot, and we have a local congregation that we do a lot of the feasts with, so we went and spent some time with them. So, but yeah. So for those who don't know, Peace Seekers is we're gonna read through some of the chapters of the Book of Enoch, and we'll have a little discussion, a little commentary at the end of what we kind of thought about what was read. And we'll call it a stream, and that's what Peace Seekers is, at least for now. Maybe it will grow and change. Thank you, my beautiful wife, bringing me some coffee for my throat. So I appreciate her. And yeah, so let's go ahead and bring this up for everyone. For those that don't know, I highly recommend sacredtext.com. They have, they have a great amount of information on them. Now, of course, I'm not going to say all of this is truth, but I think it's interesting to learn where other people, other religions are coming from. But one of those labeled things is the Apocrypha, so-called, as I like to say, because it's basically just dubbed by that by people who believe one way or the other. And so, yeah, check that out if you're interested. Of course, we're going to be reading the Book of Enoch. This is the translation by R.H. Charles from 1917. And I'm going to read this real quick, just as a preface to what we're going to be reading, and take it as you will. And then we will get into the reading. So it says, the Book of Enoch, written during the 2nd century BCE. This is, their perspective, is one of the most important non-canonical apocryphal works, so they call it, and probably had a huge influence on early Christianity. That doesn't make sense. On early Christian, particularly Gnostic beliefs. Completely disagree. Filled with hallucinatory visions of heaven and hell, angels and devils, Enoch introduces concepts such as fallen angels, the appearance of Messiah, the appearance of a Messiah, fallen angels, the appearance of Messiah, the resurrection, a final judgment, and a heavenly kingdom on earth. So I'm just saying, just to understand. It says introduced concepts such as, well, we see. Okay, I guess you could say that if it preceded Genesis. But all of those topics are all within the quote-unquote canonical scripture. So it's pretty insincere, this little paragraph here. It says the X-text has been prepared specifically for sacred text and is a great improvement over other versions on the internet. With the introduction, correct verse numbering, page numbers from 1917 edition, and intact critical apparatus. Okay, sweet. So, yep, that's the kind of summary that Sacred Text gives it. While I don't totally agree. And then as far as how we're going to do it, so right here it says Parable of Enoch, of the future lot of the wicked and the righteous. That's 1 through 5. So that is what we're going to be reading today. And we'll kind of keep it like that as best as we can. If some of those become too long, we'll separate those in the different parts. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get it started. I'm going to take a quick drink of some coffee and we'll get to reading. Alrighty. Book of Enoch. Parable of Enoch on the future lot of the wicked and the righteous. Chapter 1. The words of the blessing of Enoch, wherewith he blessed the elect and righteous, who will be living in the day of tribulation, when all the wicked and godless are to be removed. And he took up his parable and said, Enoch, a righteous man, whose eyes were opened by God, saw the vision of the Holy One in the heavens, which the angel showed me, and from them I heard everything, and from them I understood as I saw. But not for this generation, but for a remote one, which is for to come. Concerning the elect I said, and I took up my parable concerning them. The great Holy One will come forth from his dwelling, and the eternal God will tread upon the earth, even on Mount Sion. And he appeared from his camp, and he appeared in the strength of his might from the heaven of heavens. And all shall be smitten with fear, and the watchers shall quake, and great fear and trembling shall seize them unto the ends of the earth. And the high mountains shall be shaken, and the high hills shall be made low, and shall melt like wax before the flame. And the earth shall be wholly rent in sunder, and all that is upon the earth shall perish. And there shall be a judgment upon all men. But with the righteous he will make peace, and he will protect the elect, and mercy shall be upon them. And they shall all belong to God, and they shall be prospered. And I did say that right. And they shall all be blessed, and he will help them all. And the light shall. So I think this little thing is what it's correcting. I'm guessing. I'm not 100% sure. And he will be. And he will help them all. And the light shall appear unto them, and he will make peace with them. And behold, he cometh with 10,000 of his holy ones, to execute judgment upon all, and destroy all the ungodly, and to convict all flesh of all the works of their ungodlessness, which they have ungodly committed, and of all the hard things which ungodly sinners has spoken against him. Chapter 2. Observe ye everything that takes place in the heaven, how they do not change their orbits or courses, and their luminaries which are in heaven, how they are rise and set in the order, each in its season, and transgress not against their appointed order. Behold ye the earth, and give heed to the things which take place upon it from first to last, how steadfast they are, how none of the things upon the earth change, but all the works of God appear to you. Behold the summer and the winter, how the whole earth is filled with water, and clouds, and dew, and rain lie upon it. Chapter 3. Observe and see how in the winter All the trees seem as though they had withered and shed all their leaves, except 14 trees, which do not lose their foliage, but retain the old foliage from 2 to 3 years till the new comes. Chapter 4. And again, observe ye the days of summer, how the sun is above the earth over against it. And you seek shade and shelter by the reason of the heat of the sun. And the earth also burns with glowing heat. And so you cannot tread upon the earth or on a rock by reason of its heat. Chapter 5. Observe ye how the trees cover themselves with green leaves and bear fruit. Wherefore give ye heed and know with regard to all his works, and recognize how he that liveth forever hath made them so. And all his works go on thus from year to year forever, in all the tasks which they accomplish for him, and their tasks change not, but according as God hath ordained, so it is done. Gonna take a little break and take a drink. All right, thank you. And for those wondering, we're on chapter 5, verse 3. And I totally didn't do this, and we're almost like done. But I'm gonna go ahead and post. Let me do this real quick. I'm gonna go back to chapter 1 and post this back, and then I'll scroll back to give y'all to get back on track for the reading. But I want to post this real quick over in YouTube. So if those who are watching now or watching later want to read along, they can totally do so. And that is the source that I'm using. Sweet. Okay, let's get back. Do a couple. That should get us back to chapter 5. One more. There we go. Sweet. And again, chapter 5, verse 3. And behold, how the sea and the rivers in like manner accomplish and change not their tasks from his commandments. But ye have not been steadfast, nor done the commandments of the Lord. But ye have turned away and spoken proud and hard words with your impure mouths against his greatness. O ye hard-hearted, ye shall find no peace. Therefore shall ye execrate your days, and the years of your life shall perish. And the years of your destruction shall be multiplied in eternal execration, and ye shall find no mercy. In those days ye shall make your names an eternal execration unto all the righteous. And by you shall all who curse, and all the sinners and godless shall imprecate, and all the sinners and godless shall imprecate by you, and for you the godless there shall be a curse. And all the shall rejoice, and all there shall be forgiveness of sins, and every mercy and peace and forbearance. There shall be salvation unto them, a goodly light. And for all of you sinners there shall be no salvation, but unto you all shall abide a curse. But for the elect there shall be a light and joy and peace, and they shall inherit the earth. And then there shall be bestowed upon and then there shall be a and then there shall be a be bestowed. Okay. chapter 5, verse 8. And then there shall be bestowed upon the elect wisdom, and they shall all live and never again sin, neither through the ungodlessness or through pride. But they who are wise shall be humbled, and they shall not again transgress, nor shall they sin all the days of their life, nor shall they die of the divine anger or wrath, but they shall complete the number of their days of their life, and their lives shall be increased in peace, and the years of their joy shall be multiplied, eternal gladness and peace, all the days of their life. Okay, so something I totally got. The must be NICEA that when I first read it, but I gotta go all the way back. Alright, bear with me, I'm almost there. This is chapter 1. Okay, yeah, so what was I talking about? So that reading, kind of like the preface, the I guess producer's notes, like the publisher's notes, that we read before, and in just to me, in general, Christians, like, you read this, like they're reading this, right, and they're like, okay, yeah, totally, oh yeah, we totally agree with all this, okay, yep, oh yep, oh yeah, he's totally gonna do that, oh yeah, we can totally see all this, right? So they get here, but I swear when they hit, I think it is chapter 5 where it actually says it. So real quick, in chapter 2 and 3 and 4, he's basically saying, you see the trees and how they always exist, and even though it looks like they die, they come back, and that's all part of God's plans. And you see the rivers and the seas, how, they do these things, but that's all a part of God. They all do according to God's plans. And then you see y'all aren't steadfast. Y'all have been told directly what to do and not to do, and it just seems like you really like to do what you want to do instead of what God wants to do. So I feel like, modern Christians got to this part, and when it hits 4, and it's like, but ye have not been steadfast, nor done the commandments of the Lord, but ye have turned away and spoken proud and hard words with your impure mouths against his greatness. O ye hard-hearted, ye shall find no peace. And that really makes me, like, I won't say any more about it. I'll let y'all find what y'all think about it for yourselves. But to me, I feel like we kind of deal with that with our struggles within, modern society, and kind of things we kind of go through. I feel like they get to that part and they're done. Nope, I don't want to hear any more about this. Especially not the if you do all that, your years of their life shall be multiplied. So I think this is a good introduction. Of course, this is a pretty quick stream, but let's just look over here. So to kind of what we're talking about next week. Before we get into that, let me go back here. Go to chapter 5. Go back to chapter 1. I apologize. There was another thing I wanted to mention before we move on. Was it chapter 1? Okay, maybe not. Maybe it is chapter 5 and I just skipped it. Okay. Yeah, because this is literally... So yeah, chapter 1's kind of like an introduction, and then chapter 2, 3, and 4 is basically using your observation. It makes me think of, no man will be without excuse, because it's plain to see from creation that he is God. It's kind of what he's going over, and he's saying, see how all these things work, and they all work for his, even the trees are doing their task for his commandments, because God commanded the trees and the seas and the rivers to accomplish what he had set them to forth. And then we obviously have the contrast of our behavior, and we all know that. And you know, the wise shall be humbled. Like, this is when it's saying this is the first kind of time it's introduced, but yeah, it supposedly was for. Let's go back all the way to the preface index. Let's do this. This is probably going to help us get there faster. Okay, right here, yeah. So it says right here, and this is, again, I'm not agreeing with this. This is from sacred text itself. But it says it's filled with hallucinatory visions, blah, blah, blah. And it says Enoch introduced concepts such as fallen angels, the appearance of a Messiah, resurrection, the final judgment, a heavenly kingdom on earth. Okay, and this was written during the 2nd century BCE. How does that make sense? Because, again, brother, or whoever's doing this, fallen angels, Genesis 6, appearance of Messiah talked out throughout all of the prophets, including the resurrection and the final judgment and the kingdom, heavenly kingdom on earth. None of these are new. This is all within Torah. So to say that Enoch introduced it within the 2nd century BCE is literally preposterous. And so it really does bring me back, let me come here, to chapter 5, where it says, "But ye have turned away and spoken proud and hard words with your impure mouths against his greatness. O ye hard-hearted, ye shall find no peace." So I feel like that's exactly what we're talking about within our modern church. That's what it makes me think of rereading this. Now, again, unlike the Testament of the 12 Patriarchs, I have read the Book of Enoch. The Book of Enoch was a big part of my change in my life, of my growth in my relationship with the Father and his Son, my Messiah. So I would pumped to share it with y'all. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts. Frankie B, you got any thoughts before we close this out? Okay, I'm assuming he is not here to make comments. Maybe he is away from being able to do so. But yeah, so next week, part 4. Part 4. Part 2, we will be reading, it looks like that's from 6 to 11. And this will be the fall of the angels, the demoralization of mankind, the intercession of the angels on behalf of mankind, the dooms pronounced by God on the angels, the messianic kingdom, a Noah fragment. So that is what we'll be checking out next week, what we'll be reading next week. And like we did this time, giving a brief little of our thoughts about what was happening in the chapter. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I hope y'all have a great week coming up. If you didn't get a chance to check out Friday's stream, that was a special episode where we finished off the debate review against Austin Whitsitt versus Jonathan Shelley. With Owen Benjamin being the moderator. It was a true earth debate. And yesterday, we did our episode 21 on giant trees. I got a lot of great feedback about it, so if that sounds something you're interested in checking out, definitely do so. But yeah, it was fun, guys. I hope you have a good week again coming up. Thank you all for your support. Please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. It really does help the channel grow. We're one away from 1180, so appreciation and to all the new and recent subscribers. And thank you all for your comments and all that jazz. Again, very much appreciated. Much gratitude. All right. Until next time, guys. Remember, Abba loved you first. Have a good week, everyone. Bye-bye. And I was on the wrong one the whole time. Oh my gosh, that's what I was supposed to have the whole time. Ah. All right, bye.
search of matter. You raise up a standard to beat back our enemy. You establish this realm, and like a scroll you spread it.